Hi everyone, welcome back to the next episode of the Blue Honor Vlog. I'm Kay Williams, author of Blue Honor, OP-DEC Operation Deceit, and the Trailokia trilogy. In today's episode, I want to discuss the writing process. A reader had written in to me to ask about a couple of questions regarding editing, which is everybody's worst nightmare, it seems, in the writing business. When do you get to this point? You know, it's a constant cycle of editing, writing, back and forth. But I think more what the reader is asking about is how do I feel about when it has gone out to my editor and come back and I have to do some work on it. The question that they specifically asked was, when you wake up in the morning knowing you have major writing, editing work to do in the books, do you get scared, anxious, excited, or depressed? Well, whenever I'm working on a new project, I'm in a constant state of excitement. I am not depressed, so I'm in that high zone. When it's gone out to the editor and stuff, of course, there's a little bit of anxiety because, you know, you're wondering, oh God, is this the one where I finally find out that I'm a fraud and I can't do this? I need to put everything away and stop fooling myself and trying to do this. But I don't get too scared. I think the moments that I get most scared is when that email comes back. In the past, it was a big package because editors used to have you printed out and they would do the red pen of doom all over the page. You're just wondering, how much of this am I going to have to axe and how much of it am I going to have to correct, and their comments overall, are they going to make me feel like I'm on the right path or need to go back to the drawing board and start over again, you know, because a lot of times you may think that the story is going along well and you may need a perspective change. You know, what if you're telling it in the third person and the editor comes back to you and says, this would be an amazing story if you would write it in first person. I want the story to be told to me by the main character, and I think that you would have a really big hit on your hands. You're going to make a choice there, you know. A lot of times it's based on both the amount of work that you have coming in because of that and your ego. And I always recommend, do your best to set your ego aside. I mean, be honest with yourself. You know when somebody is blowing smoke up your rear and you need to blow something off. I don't always agree with my editor. I absolutely love my editor, and I'm so glad to be working with her every time I work on a book, because I feel she makes me look so much better. She points out the things that I can't see, and we have a discussion about it. And I owe her a lot for my writing. I've grown as a writer and stuff with her feedback, and I don't feel that she would steer me wrong. So when you find an editor, you already know this person and I are going to work together well. You should know that before you decide to pay them, because it's going to be expensive and it's also going to be stressful if you don't have the right person. And you know, take your time, look around. I hate those words myself, take your time, because it feels like everything is about time, and I don't have enough time. There's only so much time. But you really do need to look around. I totally understand, you know, you find the best that you can find at that point in time, and that's okay. You don't have to be locked in, but when you find the one that you feel really works well with your work, do your best to not let them go. I mean, circumstances withstanding, sometimes you don't have control over that. But the thing that I'm usually most anxious about is the reviews. When a review comes in, you know, you see the ticker or somebody messages you, it's almost like heart and throat. Oh God, what are they going to say about it? I hope it's good. I hope they like it. And that goes to say, you know, as an author, you really need to build up the skin and be able to take the criticism. If you've been paying attention lately, you've noticed that there's a lot of bullying online and stuff going on. People are targeting other people because it's safe behind a screen to make obnoxious comments, etc. I know that I talk about feminism sometimes on my page, and I've had people come at me and they've called me obnoxious names and stuff, basically just proving the point of what I've shared or said. So I don't know what they think that they're doing other than trying to chase me offline. But I can't go offline because I'm an author and I have to be out there for my fans. Readers want to have an interaction with authors that they're reading. And my friends are there. So I'm not going anywhere. You can call me the C word, up and down. That's fine. It just pretty much lets everybody else know who you are when you make such comments like that. Other than that, I would say when I get depressed in the writing thing is when I have to let go of a book. You know, that's the worst. I have to move on from that. I won't be working on those characters again. Not for some time, maybe never. You know, and you kind of face that. You're a little sick inside because you grow attached to them. You want to come back again and see them, and writers really feel their characters, so it's like they're friends. You know them inside and out, almost as if they're real people. So letting them go is a little bit tough, but I think with each book you get to that point and it gets easier to deal with. So that I don't get scared. Anxious, excited, yes. Depressed, no. Mostly just excited to be working on books. I wish I could do it full time, to be honest. But, you know, to pay the bills in these times, you kind of have to have a full-time job if you're a writer, and you can just do that full-time. That is, you know, the big show, right? So that's what we're shooting for, and eventually, you know. If you have any other questions about the writing process, feel free to comment below. Make sure that you subscribe to the Blue Honor vlog. You can also subscribe to my blog at authorkwilliams.com. All you have to do is drop me your email and you'll get a newsletter at noon on Friday, and that will give you the rundown of the week of what I've posted, and that'll keep you updated about new releases, when books go on sales, when there's freebies, contests, etc. So you want to keep an eye out for that. There's also a link in those if you want to be a beta reader for one of my upcoming books. That would mean joining my author team, and you have to do that through Facebook, and hopefully I'll see you back here next time. Thank you.